later, using your tips and all, I started getting calls the first week, and then the second week joining. So for almost like 1 year, it was the same progress. Like yeah, sometimes
For
I just
one
give
year,
up.
you were applying 10 to
Yeah,
15 job on daily basis, and you
yeah.
get
Sometimes I
response.
just getting a notification. Even I don't have premium or any packages in Naukri or as well as LinkedIn. It's just the basic version that I'm using. If we have 90 days notice period, how can we handle it? How we are supposed to like explain it to a HR and whatever questions, right? All the questions were very apt and very like modern solutions. Whatever modern problems we have, you face, like you addressed everything in particular video, so it was very helpful. Crack, and 90 days notice period or 100 days doesn't matter in coming to the job applying or getting a job offer. Amount that we can offer you, but do not limit yourselves there, because there are organizations which are even willing to pay you 200% hike, right? So got do not settle another for second offer with 101% hike in a big four company.
That great. So, Blessy, how are you feeling after getting 100% hike? Just want to
Yeah.
know your emotions and how are you doing after getting this 100% hike?
Yeah, so actually, I'm very happy. My family is also very proud of me for getting 100% hike job offer, right? So I'm actually very proud of myself. I thank God, first of all, for this opportunity and for the guidance. And also, like, I thank my family. And then a special mention to Coach Shreyas, because of your guidance, your tips, your guidance, and your support, right? Your follow ups, your all the strategy that you have mentioned. Yeah, it was very helpful, and yeah, that's the reason I was able to crack this. And I'm very happy that I got this job offer, and I thought, okay, maybe we can settle for this and so on. But when I approached you, you were like, no, we have this many days left in your notice period. Why not aim for big? The more is yet to come. So thank you for motivating there also. So I'm very excited to like uh, look forward in what is await for me.
Sure.
Session. So that session actually, it was a mind changing one. I thought, okay, let me think, and I'll see. I'll just attend this one-on-one session. If it is suitable for me, I'll proceed, or else let's see. And when I attended the session, I was like able to figure out where I was going wrong, because after you went through my resume, you were able to give me points like how it is why I was not getting the interview calls. So since I was applying the same resume for most of the sessions, so that kind of phase also, I was able to get a clue. Okay, so these are the parts where I got a confidence, like, okay, we can also do it. So I thought, okay, why not give it a try? And when we connected, yeah, the first session, like I also have notes like where you said we have to like make ATS friendly resumes, and regarding HR reviews, interview calls. And so yeah, you also shared the ATS friendly resume template and formats. That right. So most of the cases where we know, people just say follow this template and you will get interview calls and all. But the thing that you said was like you went through my resume with each and every header, including the font size, the font colors which needs to be changed, the minute things like which did not help me, which like blocked me from getting interview calls, right? You spotted each and every point there, and you helped me in tracking those and taking notes. You also gave time to take notes so that we can later on mention it or change the resume accordingly and then apply it, right? So I was also like able to apply all the changes that you mentioned to my resume, in suppose how we are supposed to give the experiences, projects, skills, and so on, right? So that really helped me to shape my resume. And yeah, after that I took actually 1 week time, I guess, so to build my resume, to make sure the changes. And also the thing is, in the meanwhile, like you were not like, you did not just leave us there. And you also followed up with me, like how is the changes going, were you able to make, is there any help needed? So I was also comfortable in making all the changes. If I had any issues, I was able to approach you. So yeah, that, so that kind of small tips here and there, it was very helpful in building my resume. And yeah, now coming to the main parts where we have the platform where we need to apply. So there comes a Naukri and LinkedIn. So initially I also had a Naukri profile and LinkedIn profile, but they were not optimized. So I was not getting any calls, even though I had all the resume and all there. I did not get any interview calls. So that was a issue there. And we had another session. So in the meantime, after my resume and all was fixed, right? So you helped me in also optimizing the Naukri and LinkedIn, which is again a major important role, right? People just say optimize, you can just upload your resume and yeah, you'll get calls and all. But here even I did the same thing, but I was not getting interview calls. So and then on the session where you went, like each and every session wise, right? So initially I was not getting calls, but later using your tips and all, I started getting calls the first week, and then the second week more. Yeah, so like it was very helpful when you followed up weekly, right, regarding how much interview calls I got and how I was able to like shape my profile, right, after making this particular change. How many calls did you get? So that kind of follow-ups from you, like it helped really, because even if I felt like okay, maybe this might not work, let's leave it, since you kept on following up, there was a growth. And as I was saying that the follow-ups were weekly you used to follow up, right, like how much interview calls did you get. And we also had a call in the midweek where you asked the status about how much calls I got and what was the questions they asked about notice period and what questions I was not able to tackle. So those kind of inputs when you were giving in the one-on-one sessions, I was able to get more calls in the other weeks. So I was able to increase my profile as well, the profile activity, right, the reach, it was more. So weekly it has increased. So after that, the techniques which you had mentioned, I again followed it the next week, and the notice period, the 90 days was a major task.
Major
So
uh,
yeah.
problem for your profile, right?
Yes. So starting when you asked to give 1 month, right? So that part, I was like, I was not sure why we are giving 1 month, because I was getting many calls, but they wanted immediate joining. So I was going to reject them, or the HR kept was not able to accept it. So I was like, wow, how will this help me? I was not sure in the starting, but afterwards, after 1 or 2 weeks after, so that is where you mentioned like you can now change your notice period as well, and then you can start applying here, and you can also optimize your LinkedIn profile and apply through there. After coming there through Naukri profiles, I actually started getting interview calls. So yeah, so starting was like first I had an offline call, which was a coding round, which they asked to come to the particular location. I mentioned you, and you were like, yeah, do it, all the best, you can do it. So I was like, okay, let's give it a try. Usually since I am from the COVID batch 22, I had never attended an offline interview. So I was like, yeah, I thought, okay, let's give it a try, because I was not getting any interview calls. I thought, okay, why should we miss this, right? So I thought, okay, let's go for it. I went for that coding round to a particular organization, and I know I did. There were three codes, so I did one and a half. I got output, but the next one I didn't get. So I knew, okay, this is fine. This is just the starting, right? So we'll just give it a try. There is more. Let's just get practiced. I was like, I was afraid maybe I might not get calls after this, because initially this was the first call that I got scared. But then I kept consistently practicing, like updating the Naukri profiles, also applying, engaging myself, showing that I am active. And also in LinkedIn also I was able to like keep applying, change all my headlines, all the things that you mentioned, right? my profile, my LinkedIn also started to get visibility from the recruiters. Yeah, so whenever I applied, I'll be getting a notification. Even I don't have premium or any packages in Naukri or as well as LinkedIn. It's just the basic version that I'm using. So I started getting messages like a recruiter has viewed your profile and this many members has viewed your profile. So I was like, okay, then my LinkedIn also started getting visibility. Yeah, and after this, I also got another call to an organization. It was an offline. I went there, but I was not able to clear it. I thought, okay, fine, let's again come back. I thought I was in a stage where I was going to stop. The thing is, but yeah, you kept on following up. Like, how did it go? What did you get interview calls? What is the progress? So that kept actually motivating me. I thought, okay, we have to do it somehow. We need to get this code. And also, if we have 90 days notice period, how can we handle it? How we are supposed to like explain it to a HR, and whatever questions, right? All the questions were very apt and very like modern solutions. Whatever modern problems we have, you face, like you addressed everything in particular video. So and yeah, I later on I started getting more calls where they were comfortable with 90 days notice period, and they were also scheduling the interviews. I was like, okay, I need to do my best. I just blushed up all the skills and all, and then I started to give my best. I got virtual rounds itself. And yeah, by God's grace and yeah, by your guidance, I was able to crack an offer in a particular organization, which like helped me to which where they accepted 90 days notice period. So that was the major task for me. I was not able to crack, right? So they accepted 90 days notice period, so I accepted their offer. And yeah, when I approached you and when I said, I know how genuinely you were happy for me. And yeah, so you were very excited, so thank you. So that's what where that first offer was very difficult to crack actually, because starting I did not get any calls. I thought, okay, it's been like 3.5 years working as a data engineer. So that maybe all particular people, they started to shift and all. We need hikes, so for better career growth we need a shift. So I was stable in that, but due to some project commitments and lack of time and these guidances, I was not able to like make the switch. But yeah, thank God that I came across this I came across your video and I was able to register. And by your coaching and by your guidance, I was able to crack this first offer. And yeah, after this, I after getting this offer also, I had a few questions like, when can I put paper, or what last working day can I give. I also had a few clarifications that needed. And yeah, you were also available for a quick connect that day, so where I was able to ask you and approach you about all these issues and the problems, right? And you were also able to address me like, this is how it goes, this is how it will work, this will not be an issue. So that kind of guidance, maybe it's rare that we get these days. So yeah, thank you, Shreya. So that big four company where I was able to, yeah, crack an offer with a 101% hike actually. Yeah, fixed itself. So I got another second offer with 101% hike in a big four company. So that day also, I remember when I came and mentioned it to you, you were very happy. You were like, yeah, this we should not settle for this. We need to go beyond this. So I like that kind of motivation, because maybe we all in our life, we sometimes we give up hope, right? We might think, okay, let's stop here, need not go further than this. So thank you for always following up with us, and uh, always pushing us to reach more heights, right? Which is actually needed in our career growth. And so this is a small brief journey about everything. And actually, coming to your session feedback, like, yeah, it really changed the way I look, or how I apply to jobs. So that was the major thing that we all need right now, because there are many job openings, there is many, maybe we might think market is down, so that is why I'm not getting calls. I think initially you also mentioned that. So that was my scenario. I thought, okay, the market is down, that's why we are not getting calls, but that's not the scenario. We do not have a good strategy. That is where people lack actually. And yeah, so career coach like you have guided us, and many more. I think I know many people have been blessed with your inputs and guidance and feedback. I know I was. So thank you so much. And many people who might be watching this, maybe they might may feel stuck, or in any part of their career, right? Maybe they might have career break, or I know when you reach out, right, you know the right tips and things where people need, where you lack. So I know that you can guide them, and yeah, you'll be a blessing to many. Thank you so much.
Yes, it was great to listen your journey, right? From not getting interview calls to
Ah,
getting those interview calls, then getting demotivated and uh,
yes.
securing first offer, and then going beyond that, and now you got
Yes.
100% hike, and still you got 60 to 65 days in your hand. And I am, confident that you will use these days to
Yes.
maximize your offer. Great, but what I believe is I was just a catalyst, and what actually hard work or whatever things have done, they are done by you itself. So you deserve it more than me, because you have put efforts and you followed the process.
Yeah.
So you, I
Following, yeah, following matters here actually. Maybe we might give up, we might say, okay, so they are telling us, why should I follow it? Some points I thought, okay, let me leave it. Why should I like do this point, that point? But I know that after I did all those changes, exactly how you mentioned, that's when I started getting more calls. So maybe small tips here and there we might neglect, but yeah, like listening to everything and applying makes big impact.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, Blessy, could you please brief about that? When did you start applying? Before joining me, what was the month, what was the year when you started applying for jobs, and how was your scenario before joining me?
Yeah. So actually coming to job change, right? I said I have 3.5 years of experience. I actually started trying in 2.5 years itself after before 1 year, right? So not, there are many factors that I mentioned now, right? So they were all like blocking me from getting the interview calls. So yeah, that is where I struggled actually. So I kept applying to many jobs, even in job portals, through LinkedIn, through Naukris, but did not even get a call. Maybe once, maybe I might have got, but that also rejected due to notice period. And yeah, so it was like a stagnant and very what to say, like very still life, where I was not able to make a progress in the career growth, right? No, I did not get any calls. Maybe one time I just got, but I said, right, like as I mentioned, it was due to notice period. Even they were not
Yeah.
accepting, they wanted an immediate joining. So for almost like 1 year, it was the same progress. Like yeah, sometimes
For
I just
one
give
year,
up.
you were applying 10 to
Yeah,
15 job on daily basis, and you
yeah,
just
sometimes
got one.
I'll just leave it, because
Okay.
anyway, what is the use, right? I get always, unfortunately, we
Yeah.
regret to inform you mails.
So yeah.
And
And what do you think about 90-day notice period? There are a lot of people who have this doubt in their mind that companies are expecting immediate joiner, but I have 90-day notice period. So, what would you like to tell them, that is 90-day notice period really an issue, or the strategy that they are going to is an issue?
yeah, actually, initially I thought it was the 90 days notice period that is the issue or the problem here. But after attending the sessions and after getting the interview calls, I noticed that 90 days, there are companies which need immediate joinees also. But more than that, we have many companies which are accepting 90 days notice period. So it is not a barrier which cannot be broken, right? It is just another requirement or criteria that we need to do. But if you follow the simple strategy, or if you go through strategic wise, you will of course crack. And 90 days notice period or 100 days doesn't matter in coming to the job applying or getting a job offer. So even if you have like many days of notice period, right, maybe 60, 45, 90, 100 days, it doesn't matter. The thing is, just follow the strategy, apply. That's what make a in that scenario, if you follow the strategy, I would say that 90 days notice period is nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. And what about people, those who say that market standard or market is giving just 30-40% hike? What would you like to tell them? As you got
Yeah.
100% hike and still got 30, 60 days in your hand.
Yeah, so that coming to that point, right? Even I used to think that okay, that is all not possible. Maybe 20% and 30% here and there. Even though that might seem very less, but coming to the job market, some companies they say that this is the amount that we can offer you. But do not limit yourselves there, because there are organizations which are even willing to pay you 200% hike, right? So do not settle for less, right? So you can just go step by step, follow the strategy, do not put a break there, maybe do not give up. And if you just follow the particular strategy and if you keep applying, surely you will crack an interview with, like as I mentioned, right, I got for 30% in the first offer. I did not give up on that, and I thought okay, maybe that is enough. I did not sit with that. So when I started applying for more jobs, I got more interview calls, and I was able to crack an offer with 100% hike. So yeah.
Doing things by your own, is it helpful, or having a coach, having a mentor, or having someone who have accountable to you? What is important in this process?
Yeah.
What do you think?
So I initially I don't go for much help and all, because I know people. I have helped some people like in my college days and all. Like I like people when they come to me and I help them. But after coming to professional world, we don't have many people who guide us. Actually, we don't have many people who will say like do this, do that, you will get another offer. There is no much guidance. Maybe in our college days we might have seniors and all, but here after coming to professional work, right, we need someone who can push us more from our comfort zone. So we all might think okay, I'm comfortable with this job role where I'm currently, maybe it is 6 years or 7 8 years, maybe you're working there. You might think okay, I'm comfortable already here, why should I make a shift and all. But when you see your career growth, right, a shift is an important thing. A job change will play a vital role. Maybe it comes to your domain skills enhancement, or tackling more responsibilities, or getting a package, right, salary hikes. So it comes an important place where you need to shift your job or change your job role. So yeah, in those cases, sometimes when we do it on our own, we might give up because we have other commitments, like commitments to our current organization. So we might get stuck up with work, so we might not follow up with this. And when we have a career coach, right, so actually the thing is, when I would like to give a special thanks to Career.Shreyash, because but he follows up weekly to make sure that you are applying and you are making progress, right? If you are stuck somewhere, you can approach him directly. You can say like, this is where I'm stuck, can you help me out? I'm sure, because whenever I asked for help, he never like declined my every time he hops on a call, he gets all those doubts clarified. Other than that, we have groups where daily you post all the things, right? And also, like, there are sessions where you asked to jot down the questions which I had in my mind.
Yeah.
So those kind of mind clearing sessions or question and answering sessions, it actually helps a lot when we are applying for jobs, because some places we might not know how to answer the HRs or how to tackle those kind of situations. So having a career coach guidance is a best benefit to crack a job offer. Yes.
Yes. Great, great. So your journey is really inspiring. Like what efforts you have taken, you got you got out of touch, then coming back and then
Yeah.
applying, then being consistent. And
Yes.
what I really liked about you is that you didn't give up. And also,
Mm.
as you were out of touch, but still you made sure that, okay, I have to apply, I have to
Yeah.
uh, go ahead and grab package, grab hike, and that's what you did. And one more thing that stood out was like 50% efforts, I put 50% efforts. So until and unless you don't have that inner wish, inner thoughts that I want to switch an organization, I want
Yes.
to get a job, until and unless that doesn't have in you, it becomes very difficult for you
Correct.
to land a job. And that you showed up that great.
Thank you so much. And yeah, even like I know some people or my colleagues who have seen me without getting any interview calls to getting more interview calls, cracking this job offer in a big four company. Even they were surprised. But to all my friends and colleagues, right? I just give your ID so that I say just go follow him. You can just ping him or attend the 8 years resume building session. From there, you can carry on with the one-on-one coaching. You can get the guidance, and people have seen me progress, right? So they have also asked for your handles, and yeah, they have asked for your insta IDs, and they have started following you. So many people are blessed by all the hard works that you do, right? Yeah, so thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you for your kind words. Like coming from you, it really means a lot, right?
Yeah, like now people nowadays we have people who coach us and who might guide us, right? But everything comes at a cost, and
Yeah,
they expect more from us than they give. But the thing about you is you give more than expecting, right? You just want the best for others.
yes.
So thank you so much.
Yeah, great, great, great. So, yes, so we are almost done with the session, and whatever journey you mentioned, it was really a hero journey, or I'll say a queen's journey. Right from not getting interview calls, then putting efforts, doing all those things on the regular basis, following the process, trusting the process, following those strategies, and grabbing even more hike. Yes.